Hi, it's Chai here. You may have noticed in my most recent videos I mentioned this mysterious Akira. Well, this is One Winged Akira, fellow YouTuber at Inkbrush One Trick. A while back, I reached out to them asking for a video collab, as well as some feedback on my gameplay, and they agreed. Now, I'm a great Inkbrush player, but Akira is one of the best. Having been in the Plus server a few times, having consistently high results, as well as being one of the top Inkbrush players on Syndicue, it was safe to say they are better than me, and more than capable enough to give me advice. Since we're both content creators, this could not go without being recorded, so here's my part of the collab, and you can go watch theirs on their channel, which will be linked in the description below. Funnily enough, after this VOD review, Killer Blues just had some good vibes, and we ended up rubbing them into coaching for us full time. So if you see them around in my videos in the future, that would be why.
Okay, because the opening actually starts off really well. I'd much rather you go for this opening a lot quicker rather than painting the floor, but whatever, because... Wait for it. Beautiful. Perfect.
Fire.
Perfect, right? Like, you got a kill in the opening. This is amazing. This is perfect, right? This is exactly what Inkbrush wants to go for, right? Because Inkbrush is a weapon that's all about exploiting enemy weaknesses, right? And a kill is like the biggest weakness the enemy team can have. Because that is now one part of the map that was once defended by the enemy team that is no longer defended. And Inkbrush is amazing at taking advantage of this because you are the fastest weapon in the game. The moment a vacuum appears in the enemy position, you can get there quicker than any other weapon and put the pressure on quicker than any other weapon. This is perfect for you. So in a position like this, you ideally want to be moving to that position where you got the kill, putting as much pressure onto what used to be a well-defended part of the map, and just putting on that pressure. Just fill in the vacuum. Which is why I don't like what you do next. Because from here, you go top mid. And you leave the undefended part of the map still undefended.
Yeah.
And this is like... The enemy team's response to this, by the way, is perfect for you because you get two people looking at the right side. If you go to the right, you can keep their attention there while your team does whatever they want on the now undefended left side and top mid.
Yeah.
So... Really, I just want you to run in, like, identify enemy weaknesses, and just put as much pressure on as possible. Now, kills are going to be ones I'm going to point out a lot, especially this game, but a weakness can literally be anything as simple as an isolated player, an open flank, a misplaced special, literally anything. And I will be pointing out some of those other ones later on. But yeah, but it's fine. It ends up actually being fine. You get another kill. Right? So this is perfect for you. This is amazing. You know where both the enemy team players are, right? They have an isolated junior, an isolated pen. There's two players down. You can move it into their court. You're in perfect position to do whatever you want from here. So all you got to do, right, is go in. Then you back up.
Alright. Yeah, I think it's because Nox was down, and so I was like, alright, I'm getting out.
Yeah, but like, my point being, 2 kills, right? You're in perfect position to like fight whoever you want on the enemy team. They're not going to stop you.
Yeah.
They're 2 down. Nox dies. My answer to that is, so what?
Yeah.
Who cares about Nox?
Yeah.
I mean this nicely, of course.
Yeah.
Right? Just go in, because whoever killed Nox, well, we know for a fact that it must have been the pen, just purely because where Nox died.
Yeah.
Whoever killed Nox, they will eventually just get surrounded by your team. But it doesn't really matter because they're 2 players down. I think, but it is your job to fully just get that snowball rolling. Because with a comp like yours, it's very aggressive, very in your face, very, okay, we found the smallest opening. Let's like snowball this into oblivion.
Yeah.
And especially in openings, a comp like yours, pretty much 50% of the games you will win in the first 10 seconds. Purely because that is when the enemy team is weakest. They have like no specials, there's no paint on the ground for them to use. It's when they're at their weakest and you don't care. So especially in the opening, you want to be putting on as much pressure as you can. You want to go up, fight the enemy team, and then once you're done fighting them, just go into their spawn. And anyone who flanks, that's your team's problem, not yours.
Okay, yeah.
So, regardless, what ends up happening here is just the full result of, like, the decav respawns, and you still haven't entered their court.
Yeah.
The enemy team, like, you could be in their spawn right now, but they retake.
Yeah.
Like, we could have handled that bit after a bit better, but that's not what I'm here to focus on. Because, again, you do another amazing thing right here. because you shark here. The enemy team hasn't pushed into your spawn. They're not pushing up. They've hardly pushed into court. This is amazing for you. So I like that you're sharking here. This is great. And what's about to happen is the enemy team all moves to the right side. So you drop left. Amazing. Perfect. I love this. This is beautiful. Like, you even get a kill from it, which is amazing. So in this position, you should be moving as far forward as you can.
Yeah.
You should be
I wonder what
pushing
I do.
the zones or pushing the pencil. I'm building up to this. Right? Like, they're all on one side of the map. You get a kill. You kill one of their special users as well.
Yeah.
And in a couple of seconds, the inkjet's going to die as well.
Mm-hmm.
So the enemy team will go 2 down.
Yeah.
Put on as much pressure as you can. Because your comp is all about snowballing the game. So you want to snowball the game. And you don't want to back up to use your ray.
Yeah. Okay.
Like in that position, I would have either rushed the jet or rushed the left zone.
Okay.
But it's fine. This is a bit of an iffy jump. Again, I don't want to focus on it too much because it's not what I'm here to look at. That's a perfectly fine trade. Because what's about to happen is actually really good again. Where you start off by making a really good play. Wait for it. Kill a whale. One player goes down on the left. The decaf has a heart attack on the left again. Like, I don't know why they died there. They probably just died of natural causes or something.
That's
And
my whale.
this is perfect. I love this. You drop left, you go in left, and you go to the zone, paint the zone. This is perfect. I love this.
Okay. Yeah.
Unfortunately, your team dies, so it doesn't end up going well. You get flanked. It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But that was an example of where you actually did the perfect thing, what you should have done. In that ending like that, I do have like slight comments of, because you're playing for your life and you're trying to play to neutralize the zone, I wouldn't just stand on the zone and paint it on the zone.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if we go back, like, literally 1 second. So, 30. Oh, it's going to play immediately, isn't it? I'm going to have to pause real quick. Okay, yeah. Like, if you were to instead be standing right in the middle of the zone, if you were to... Oh, I can use my mouse. Whoa. Behind this block right here, you can't see the highlight, unfortunate. Paint on behind this block, because you have like 16 points before the zone times down. Your goal here is just to stall the objective as long as you can to get your team back in.
Yeah.
I was underlining them as if they were your team, oopsie. So behind this block, paint the zone. You could also just rush straight into their court and paint the zone from here. You can actually like go back between both zones and keep those neutral. Threaten to flank the pencil. There's a lot of things you could be doing here, with the point, of course, being paint the zone, keep it neutral, get your team back in.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. They flank you, your team dies, your team's bad. Oh well, sorry, don't tell them I said that. And the game's kind of lost from there.
Yeah.
But I want to start with this game just because it sets the stage of, please just go in when you have advantage.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm going to repeat myself a lot and I want to be able to gloss over it, rather than have to go on the same spiel all the time. But like, genuinely, there were like 2 points in that game in which you should have won. But instead of like going in, making the most advantage, you just kind of...
We kind of like let them get back in.
Yeah, you don't punish them for their mistakes.
Yeah.
I think it's this one. Oh wait, did you get 0 kills that game?
Yeah, I fed to the decaf. I specifically fed to the decaf the entire game.
I don't remember that. Oh, oops. Well, at the very least, everyone else got 1, so it's whatever. I don't want to look at this one, though, because, well, I have a lot of stuff to say about it, really. Because I remember when I was watching this game, I wrote in my notes, all caps, rush the decaf. But we'll get there. Because first, I want to talk about the opening. Because I actually quite like it. Well, I like it in theory. Oh, I'm not looking at you again. I swear. Oh my god, I hate the...
I love sword gameplay.
What shall I sword name? Okay, so that was your first mistake right there.
Okay.
Okay, so you're opening a Mahi, from what I can tell, correct me if I'm wrong, is you rush to the right side as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Get on the right flank, draw as much attention as you can on the right. Am I wrong?
Yeah, that's what I do. And then if it's like too crowded right, then I'll basically rotate left and go behind them. Is the plan. So
Okay,
it depends
fair
on
enough.
their opening. So if I'm getting like really hard rushed on right, then I just abandon it and then go left behind. Like behind basically the pillar.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But my point being here, that's what my opening is, give or take. My opening is you just rush right, and if there's too many people on the right, continue to rush right.
Okay.
And if I get surrounded, continue to rush right. But again, I'm very stubborn, so I'm not saying it's the perfect opening, but what I do is pretty similar to what you do. I don't have too many comments on that. My point being, if you're going to go for an opening, or if you're going to go for a play, I want you to like fully commit to that play. And I want you to try and do that play as fast as you can.
Okay.
What I don't like what you're doing in this opening is you're moving up, and instead of just rolling directly to where you need to go, because that's your quickest option, you'll like paint the ground, roll a bit, paint the ground some more, roll a bit, paint the ground some more. And it feels very non-committal to me. Where I'm not sure why you're doing that. I don't know if you're trying to like. I said, why are you? I have you here. I may as well ask. Why aren't you just rolling directly to where you need to go?
Paint, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I like wind.
Fair enough. Don't worry, we'll get to that. But okay, yeah, because like when you go for these openings, you go for any play really. I want you just to fully commit. This we'll see some of the stuff like this in the future, where you're painting the ground rather than doing what you're trying to do. And sure, it gets you more paint. It might make more paint for your team to swim through. It might even charge a special a bit more. That doesn't matter though, because that's not part of the plan. And it's a lot better for pretty much any plan you could ever think of to just fully commit to it, no matter how bad or inefficient it may be, just to fully commit to it, rather than half committing and not doing a plan as well. And that, I think, does actually mess it up later, because you take a while to get here. Like if I were doing this, I'd already be at the pillow.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't have stopped to paint, and the enemy team is actually pretty slow on their rollout, right? So you could run up and punish them. And you still can, but instead you ran up and threw a bomb.
Oh yeah, you're right. In the same place as Nox as well.
Yeah, right. But like, I'm just pretending Nox doesn't exist because I'm reviewing you here, and I'm sure your viewers want you to be reviewed rather than Nox.
Yeah, no, it's just funny that I threw it in like the exact same place as Nox. My bomb is like literally doing nothing.
Now, in all fairness, right, credit to you over Nox. Your bomb went further than Nox, even though you were further away, so you have better bombs than him. My point being, if you're committing to the flank on the right, there is no point in throwing that bomb.
Yeah.
All that does is slow you down. And eventually, it actually locks you off from that flank because you take too long. Now they have bombs there, they have paint there.
Yeah.
You had the perfect opportunity, the perfect opening, and this is something with the team that you're facing specifically. They are really slow on their openings. And you can punish them a lot for that.
Yeah.
But you're also pretty slow on your openings, which kind of holds you back. Right? So I do want you to commit. This flank to the left, beautiful, amazing, perfect. It is open. I'm so happy that you do that. You die in this opening. Oh god. I didn't know you died to the decap. I thought you died to the zap.
No.
Oh, no.
I just got jump scared by the decap. Like.
Okay. Well, I was gonna bring this point up because I thought you were fighting the zap. However, I'm gonna bring it up anyways because it's still relevant. Right. So when running around with Rush, you'll do this thing where you will run in the middle of an area, in the middle of a corridor, in the middle of an open space. And that makes you an incredibly easy target. And literally, all the decav needed to do, and all the zap, because again, I thought you died to the zap here, all they need to do is aim in the general location they think you are, and you will die to them, because you're in the middle. You're in exactly where they're aiming.
Yeah.
So when you go for this flank, ideally, I want you to be like sticking to these walls, either this wall on the left here, or this wall over here. Stick as close to it as you can, because again, when they look in this area, they're going to be looking straight down the middle. Their reticle is going to be directly on you if you're there. And I'm going to bring this up again on the Undertow game as well, I think. And the museum, actually. I'm going to bring this up a few times. But stick as close to these walls as you can, because your goal, like, Bush is an evasive weapon, but the reason why it's evasive isn't because you're, like, swerving out of their shots. More often than not, you're avoiding people's shots because you're just not in their reticle.
Yeah.
You're not where they expect you to be. So, that's just my slight note there of, oh no, decav AoE, one shot radius larger than your main weapon's range. How is it real? Either way, retake, fair enough. Paying for your special, whatever. I don't like that you use it immediately though.
Yeah, especially when we have 2 down.
Yeah, like you have 2 down,
Yeah.
your team's not in a position to do anything about it. I need to scroll to get to my notes. Oopsie. Oh yeah, I also wrote down here, like, a common piece of advice I would give to people in Splatoon 2 is that your special doesn't charge past 100.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that you're using your special as early as you can. It's a bit too early, perhaps.
Yeah.
Especially since, you know, the enemy team just backs up, which I guess was the point. Okay, the decap doesn't. Give him a sec. Now he does. But, like, they were happy to give up that part of the map anyways, because it was not actually that strong for them.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like you're using a really low value special to do something really low value anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of iffy. But they drop, and in this position, what I would do, and what I think you should do, because this is perfect for you, you see the entire enemy team on the left side of the map.
Go right.
And there's this idea that I like to call, well, that's an idea that I stole from League of Legends, believe it or not, where it's strong side, weak side, where one side of the map is the strongest for the enemy team, and the other side of the map is the weakest. And at pretty much all times, you want to play to the enemy team's weakest side of the map, which in this position is the right side, because everyone's on the left.
Yeah.
And you are in the perfect position to do this. So I like where you are right now. And you can do it, you can drop, and then you run away from the elite. Now, I will say, you died to the elite here. In all fairness, if I dropped right, I might have died to them as well. I probably died to them as well. But the point is that I want you to be dropping right, because it is a weakness, it is an opening in their position, I'd want you to take it. Also, respawn Punisher E-Liter. Why is that ability still in the game?
Great question. It's not like I had a special anyways, so...
Oh yeah, you'd used it all. So
Yeah.
actually, smart thinking actually. I'm going to die to the E-Liter, may as well use my special now.
Yeah. I was just thinking ahead, obviously.
But it's like what I said with the opening though. If you're going to go and do something, I want you to fully commit to what you're doing.
Yeah.
Rather than the umming and ahhing, you run up, throw a bomb, back up, see what happens. Don't do that. Just go in. You're not a shooter, you're a brush. Go in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Right? But also, this jump in, right? Okay, I wrote the single most minor, most nitpicky points I ever could. I just say, jump to the crab.
Yeah.
Like, it's so nitpicky, it makes very little difference, but, you know, jump to the crab, why not?
Yeah.
And the crab's on the left. They've opened up the left side of the map. The left side has no paint. The enemy team's weak side is the left side. So, I want you to rush the left as fast as you can, as quick as you can. Ignore the zone. Go in left, please. Go in left. Let's not talk about that bomb.
I don't know why I threw it directly into strikes.
It's like, A, don't throw the bomb. B, at least not into strikes. Come on. Right? You can still go left. It's not too late. You can flank left. If you go to the right side of the block, you can still go left. Not just in left. Please go left. Please go left. Please. Oh my god, you're doing it, but you're fighting the decav.
Yeah.
But it really felt like in that position that you didn't know what your plan was. And so that's why I'm trying to talk about like a strong side, weak side. Identify weakness in the enemy team position. If they're all on the right side, go left. If they're all on the left, go right, sort of thing. So that you can create a plan and just think immediately, okay, this is what I'm going to do. And it brings up a few times as well. Don't fight decals in 1v1s, they will always win.
Yeah.
It is the single most broken, should never have existed weapon in the game.
I find fighting decals quite easy, but maybe it's also because I'm playing low level.
Perhaps, it might be. I
Yeah.
think that if you were fighting my decaf, you'd also find it quite easy because my decaf is terrible. But it might be. But I just find that fighting decaf is so difficult for me. It's like fighting Roller, where they have a one-shot hitbox that is larger
Yeah.
than my entire range.
Yeah.
It's not fair. And
Yeah.
they can dash. They can dash out of my range 180 and then kill me. It's
Yeah,
It's
see, the way that I usually get around it is their charge up time is slower than my kill time. So I just wait for them to like, I wait for them to charge up and then I go in and I'm like, ooh, it's over.
But regardless,
But-
yeah, just really should have been fighting left. I don't really like that you're taking 1v1s in bad positions. Again, I'm just going to repeat myself. Go in, please.
Yeah.
And in this part right here, there is really not much you can do. You're playing safe, which is fair. Bomb moment. I forgot about that. Again, decaf shouldn't be real. Not only can it like one-shot you, it can throw bombs. I can kill you around corners. Like, it's not a real weapon. Regardless, this part I have in my notes because the decav is alone on top right.
Mm-hmm.
There isn't elite looking at that general direction, which is fair. But there's decav alone on the top right. And ideally, I just want you and your team just to collapse this decav as fast as you can.
Yeah.
But that's not why I actually want to look at this bit. I did write in all caps, kill the decav, this is why, but regardless. Remember what I said about strong side, weak side again?
Mm-hmm.
The enemy team throws 3 specials. All of their specials were used, but 3 of them to take space, and all of them were on the right side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
Which is amazing for you, because you were in the perfect position to drop left and make their specials pointless.
Yeah.
So again, it's another situation of go in, but the reason I'm saying go in is because the enemy team has taken control of the right side, but the left side has nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go in right now, if you just go in, it's not too late. You can go in. I just think you were playing towards the wrong win condition here.
Yeah.
I think it was pretty obvious there that you were like painting around in your spawn to charge your special, so you could use the special to displace a decav.
Mm-hmm.
When I think a better, more obvious win condition is the weakness in the enemy team's position on the left side of the map.
Yeah.
Especially since Spectro zips in, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spectro zipped in.
Yeah.
And you have decoys. Yeah, go left, please.
Yeah.
I don't really have much to say on that beyond that. I just think there's one moment right here where you go in, you ray, and I love this because, oh my god, you did it.
I learned.
You did it. Okay.
Only took me 5 times.
Just, again. Ignore this weird blue orb. They're not important. But again, you're playing to their weak side, right? Because the enemy team, they all moved up on the left. You ray, you notice that, you drop right.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So your game plan here should be try not to die to the blue orb and try and neutralize the zone. And you attempt that. You have 2 people looking at you though. So your team really should be pouncing on this.
Yeah.
I love that you did this. And lag. There was some desync, so you teleported from the block to behind.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
But I do want to praise you on that drop because perfect. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That's been what I've wanted you to do all game.
Yeah.
And it was beautiful. Thank you.
I tried.
But I don't want to keep on pointing out bad things. I do want to say, well done, you did a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to get depressing. But I think those are the only 2 games that I wanted to show that where you lost. Because this one, I have some similar points, but there's some other stuff. I'll see if I can actually get it right on the opening this time. Again, you have an amazing comp, beautiful, I love it. Their comp, icky, bad, has a decav.
Their comp, meta, our comp, no cooler.
Yeah, that is another point though, because you're playing coolless, you want to go in even more.
Yeah. Get them before their cooler's out.
Oh yeah, because like they work on a timer of 20 seconds where the cooler is up, 20 seconds where the cooler is down. If you can like play at full capacity during both 20 seconds, you'll win.
Yeah.
Because it's only 20 seconds where they can contest you. And the other time they have to sit back and give up free space. And if they don't, then they die with like full respawn timers, and it's horrible for them. Okay, but this opening, I know that you normally flank left.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you kind of have it go to the right side. It's unfortunate. You instead swim left after that. Well, rush left.
Yeah.
Personally, this is again a nitpick, if anything. But personally, if you start on the right side, and then I was like, oops, that's not my opening, just commit to it anyways.
Yeah.
Because it's going to take way too long for you to go to the left. We actually find out that in this position, it doesn't take you too long because these guys are always very slow on that opening.
Yeah.
But against a better team, let's say, going left, you'd get punished for it immediately because you're just too slow.
Yeah,
I would just commit to the right flank.
Yeah, sometimes, I was gonna say, sometimes I do take the right flank, and I think maybe here I probably should have, because the leader can just snipe me from glass. So sometimes I will take the right flank because of that, but I think I just didn't make up my mind quick enough.
Oh yeah, and I know that the right flank does work. I know for a fact that Hatano, Japanese brush player, they go for it a lot. I've never been able to make it work for myself, but it works for him. I can't say I know why. But I go for the left opening personally because I'm not a god 4000 XP brush. I don't even play X rank. So, regardless, I just want you to fully commit to an idea rather than swippy swapping halfway through.
Yeah.
Just because it's just better to fully commit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to mention this again because here, the plat is open. It's free, it's open, there's no one there. The elite is not actually looking at you.
Yeah.
Perfect, amazing, beautiful. Go in. Please. Please just go in. Right?
Yeah.
And I remember at around this point, you said in comms, I'm distracting them. I want to reiterate.
There's no one looking at me?
No, you're not. No, they are. They're looking at you, but they're distracting themselves.
Yeah.
Because, like, the point of this flank, this position that you're in right now, is just an incredibly bad position for anyone to be in.
Mm-hmm.
It has no good terrain, you have low ground, everyone can see you. It's horrible, it's terrible. The elite shouldn't even be looking at you right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're not a threat to anyone. Not only that, but you're, like, disconnected from your team.
Yeah.
They can't get to you very easily, you can't get to them, and you have no vision. There's a massive, great big wall that's stopping you from seeing what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be in this flank any longer than you have to. Mm-hmm. And so the point of this flank is to get into their court. And so the fact that Elite is looking at you right now, and as we'll find when the decav respawns, the decav is also looking at you, the splash is also kind of looking in a general direction. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be in the slightest. The enemy team, I wrote this in my notes, the enemy team is distracting themselves.
Yeah.
Right? So you don't want to be there, like, at all. And remember what I said before about, like, Inkbrush being evasive is about avoiding their reticle rather than their shots?
Yeah.
You do that thing where you, like, I wrote it in my notes very obtusely as the wibbly wobbly swervy worthy.
Yeah.
Where you'll zigzag back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
That's not actually a very effective way of avoiding people's shots. Because as I said before, if they don't know where you are or they don't know where you're going to move, they're just going to aim directly in the center of an open space.
Mm-hmm.
If you're zigzagging back and forth like that, you're essentially moving in and out of their reticle.
Yeah.
Rather than just avoiding their reticle entirely, which makes it more likely that they'll hit you.
Okay.
So as I said before, stick close to cover, stick close to walls. Try to avoid being in the middle of something as best as you can, unless that is your quickest route to somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Again, that splash, they threw by dropping. They shouldn't be there at all. Regardless, you stay here way longer than you should have. But, perfect. See that decav right there?
Mm-hmm.
Right here?
Yep.
They just threw the game. It's over for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there is now no one in their court to stop you from getting in. You are in the perfect position to go into their court, and the decav is now in that useless position that you were in.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just go to their court and ignore him and make plays on their court where this decav doesn't do anything. Until this decav gets back into their court, they may as well be dead.
Yeah.
So from here, just move into their court. Just go in, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay.
And this is why I don't like fighting decavs in 1v1s. The AoE is massive.
Yeah.
It's not a real weapon. They do the thing what you should have done. And they would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling Spectro. But regardless, that flank...
Oh, hold on.
I like that you're taking the flank. It's good you're taking mine. Oh, I'm holding.
You're breaking up real bad.
Oh no.
Okay, you should be good. It's good now. I think it's fine.
Am I good?
Yeah.
Like,
You just
yes,
broke up for a
good.
minute, and then the entire, like, video, like, paused, and I was like, oh.
Oh no, I just paused it because I was going to say something that I've forgotten now. Oh yeah, this vision. You jump back in. Amazing. Perfect. Please. Commit, right?
Yeah.
Because you jump in, there's paint in their court, the zone's painted, you have a direct route into their court. The person who's the most pushed up right now is the E-liter.
Mm-hmm.
As we'll see, I think this frame? Yeah, this frame. You can see the splash is behind the E-liter.
Mm-hmm.
The zap is also behind the E-liter, who's on the block little thing here. So you can just push forward. You can move in. There's a lot of free space. This is another weakness in their position where you have a lot of free space. You can just move into it. You can start the snowball from there in this 3v3. Not only that, but it lets you move forward so that you can get closer to the crab. Because they're probably going to use that to push back in. The closer you are to the crab, the further back the crab has to be. Regardless, my point being, go in. Please. Like, genuinely, please, where am I in my notes? I've gone. Oh yeah, this flank, by the way, completely unnecessary. Right? Because you know for a fact there's 3 people on the right side.
Yeah.
there is nothing you can do from here.
Yeah.
Because they will just look at you and shoot you. In a position like this, either jump out or back up to either... Wait, did Nox just swim into their court?
Yeah.
Jump to Nox, oh my god. Or just like, whatever you do right here, do anything but go here. Just probably because you know where they are. They're right here, they'll stop you. You can't actually commit to this flank. You want to go for a play that you can fully commit to. And I think you spend way too long here. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but whatever. And again, on retakes here, I personally like to drop to the right side. Divert their attention away. You go for that. Kind of.
Yeah.
I liked the idea, but you really shouldn't have dropped into court and then to
And
the
out,
side.
yeah.
I can't tell. Was that like your intent, or did you
No,
just kind of fall
I
off
think
the ledge?
I genuinely think that was like a rare moment where I don't like 99% of the time I'm just dropping right, and you caught the 1% where I decided to not do that.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Feel free to edit out the video or something. I don't know. But like, so I lost where I am on my notes. Yeah, my point being, I like what you were doing. Just, you know,
Do it better.
don't be so obvious about it. Now, your team actually sets up a good push for you. They should have waited for you to respawn first. However, they do it. It's fine. It's great. It's perfect. You go for the flank. Great. Amazing. See, keep this up. I don't like this though. It's like I said with the Umami game. You got to kill. You have a lot of free space. You have the opportunity to go in, and instead of going in, you're kind of taking the side angle and painting for your special.
Yeah, I think it was because Spectra and Nox were down, and they're like the only other like Dragon can kill, but Dragon's not really in a position to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Like when I see a position like this, I think the first thing that's going through my mind is it's an E-liter, someone who can't fight me, and a crab, someone who's going to struggle to fight me. The enemy team's probably going to want to jump in, so it's my job to go in, get zone, try and neutralize zone, and deny them safe jumps, which will slow their retake. Your team's going to jump in, so they get in faster, more space, more time. It's amazing.
All right. Yeah.
Again, you did have a game plan of like paint for your special. I just think that it's not the more optimal game plan. I'd rather you just, and again, to feel like a broken record, I'd rather you just go in.
Yeah.
But it's fine though, it works out because they back up. The enemy team should have held their ground there. But low level stuff, I guess. And oh, where is it? I'm waiting for you to do it. Wait for you to do the thing. I don't like this flank. Please stop taking these flanks. Because you know where they are. They're going to be there. Where's the... Is this what I was writing about? I should have put timestamps in my notes, but I'm an idiot. But, you know, I just skipped over this bit because the enemy team died of a heart attack, basically. Like, you're in a bad position, you threw a bomb and they died to it anyways. Like, sure, whatever. This bit, here we go. You're on retake, right?
Yeah.
And I love that you're trying to flank here, like you're threatening to flank here. But you're making it too obvious.
Yeah.
And because you're making it too obvious, you're never going to be able to pull it off. Like, you're threatening to flank, but a threat means nothing if you can't actually go through with it, as with all threats. And so, I like the idea, but because you're on retake, I'd rather it's... Okay, it's flat zones on retake, right? So the onus is on the enemy team to approach you. So, for the first time ever, I'd actually rather you take a more passive position.
Okay.
And let them approach you, because, well, you can't get in, so I might as well let them make the opening for you. And it's the same thing with the, you're zigzagging back and forth again, where you're kind of sitting in open area.
Yeah.
Not playing around cover, and it gets you killed. To a respawn Punisher E-liter. Like, can I just remove that ability, please? I think... Okay, yeah, I remember this bit. So, remember what I said during the scrim, where I said that low level is just both enemy teams constantly throwing the game? but
Yeah.
they work under this agreement to just not do anything about it.
Mhm.
This is what I mean, because your team's popped 2 specials, the enemy team is really backed up, you've even gotten a kill, right? And you move up here, you throw a bomb, and you back up.
Yeah.
You have a bunch of free space, right? It's the same thing that we've been pointing out this entire... Yeah?
Yeah.
But what I find so hilarious about this is... Can I open my map? No. The enemy team is backed up even further. Like,
Yeah.
they're really backed up. You run up to them, throw a bomb, run away, and they're like, oh no, we must back up even further. And so they threw the game twice. And then finally, you take a really inefficient route in, but you still get in because they just backed up so much. And Spectro's zip casting in, so again, in this position, Spectro's making space for you. Just go in.
Yeah.
I'd honestly just run at their court. I'd ignore the zone. I'd just run straight at their court. You throw a bomb. I love this. You get a double kill and duplicate their wave breaker.
Wait, what?
Right? You duplicated their wave breaker. There's 2 of them now. That is how powerful that bomb was. Again, I really think you should have ran in, but they died of a heart attack, is how I've been putting it in my notes. Where unforced error.
Yeah.
It's whatever. We take that. Amazing. Double kill. Please, go in. You got a double. They're 2 down. You're zipping in. You have decoys. Go in. You did eventually, but you took your time.
Yeah.
But I do want to point out, just go. Don't even think about it. Just go.
Yeah.
Because the quicker you get it done, the better. And again, this is low level, so they will happily just give you the space, apparently.
Yeah.
But I think this bit coming up, I love. Yes, this bit. I love this bit. It's amazing.
I did it.
It's beautiful. You go in, right? They backed up. They gave up so much space, and then your team pops 2 specials. You're like, yes, an opportunity to go in, and you do. You go in. This is lovely, and you get a kill, and you get another kill. Threw the ball a bit too late, but that comes with practice. They go in even further. Now, personally, again, they have their special, so I would just go in and force the fight.
Yeah.
This is again very nitpicky because you're still playing this correctly. As in, you're just fighting them. If they're fighting you, they can't use their special. It's whatever.
Yeah.
You also do that thing again where you're just kind of running out in the open, where I'd rather you stick close to cover. But again, this is still correct.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with you right now. This is amazing. And then, get the kill anyway. Speaking of, let's talk about a very one-sided game, shall we? Because I still have criticisms to levy, and I have a lot of praise to give.
Yeah.
Why not? But like, I loved this game when I was like watching it. I watched this game mostly with the overhead during the scrim, so it looked even better from my perspective. Am I focusing? Yep. Cool. Okay, booyah. Love it. Love it. Again, I still think the opening's a bit slow. I'd rather you fully commit. You get a kill, like, please, fully commit. Please. Just keep on going. Keep on going. No.
I got scared.
Understandable. But it worked out anyways. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm not spending too long voting this, because it works out anyways. I'd just be repeating myself too much. Now, what's about to happen? What's going to happen in about 7 seconds, you could have started doing now. Right? So just keep that in mind. It's going to take a while. 3 more seconds. But, wait for it. Amazing. This is amazing. I love this. Look at that. Amazing flank. Your team gets in. You get 2 kills. And I love this bit as well. You see the bubble. You don't commit. You just ignore it and go further into their spawn. This is amazing. I love this. You should be doing this every game. These flanks are amazing. Now, I will say, you could have killed the shot there.
Yeah.
They were right by a ledge. Again, that's a nitpick though. And you're doing that thing again where you stand out in the open rather than playing around cover. But again, I can't complain because everything else you're doing is amazing.
I think I run out of ink because I threw a bomb.
Oh, those pesky bombs again.
I know.
And, oh, my notes are gone. Where did they go? I think I wrote a lot about this game. so I'm gonna lose where I am a lot. So it's fine. Just bear with. Oh yeah, I forgot a bit aim diff. Right, now, here, this is really important though, because again, when I said about like punishing weaknesses and punishing just mistakes,
Yeah.
the enemy team hasn't left their spawn,
Yeah.
right? So you can do the same flank again. You can just go in again. Oh wait, you're doing it. Okay, no, no, you're not. Okay. I was wondering why I didn't write amazing in all caps again. That's probably why. Yeah, the enemy team is still on their spawn, right? And so you can punish them by keeping them in their spawn by just flanking them.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm going to say this, I think, a lot throughout this game. I'm going to skip over half this game because this one goes on for a while. But, like, again, the enemy team still hasn't pushed out of their spawn, other than that one guy who's marked. But other than that, they haven't, right?
Yeah.
Even though you're one player down, I'd just flank this again. Just go in, right? Keep them in their spawn. The guy jumped out as well, so you can just go in. Please. They're one down. Oh my god, go in. There we go. Right? This is an amazing flank. It's not as amazing as the last one. This shot just has this amazing ability to win magically. It was kind of iffy, but you did it. You went for the flank. That's what I want to see. Right? More flanks. Punishing them for just being in very passive positions.
Yeah.
Now, even though the right flank is gone, they've now pushed up more forward. The right side is still pretty open, so I would still be moving into the right side and taking up as much space on the right side as I can. I wouldn't go for the full flank, but I'd just sit on the right side.
Yeah.
Because it just funnels them into the left, so like, why not? And you're kind of doing that, but I just want you to be in that position, taking up that space. And finally, you're doing it, and you get a kill. And again, the flank! I feel like you did this. Amazing. Perfect. I love these flanks. It's important that you die in these flanks, but like, it's Rush. It comes with the territory. You're going to be dying a lot, whether you want to or not. I'll remember this bit, because Nox was sharking to try and get you to jump.
Yeah, but Nox should have just gone in.
Instead.
Yeah, like... and then I could have just jumped to Spectro.
Honestly, you could have jumped to Nox.
Yeah.
But while they're in their spawn, rather than you jump into them before you get spawned and having to run in yourself. But I really wanted to highlight this game because it just shows how much you really could be flanking. And when you do flank, it works. Yeah. Almost every time. Oh, I love this bit. I love this bit. Okay, you jump into their spawn, everyone's dead, and they don't know you're there. This is perfect. In a position like this, I'm not really sure what exactly to do, but I would just run at the Rainmaker and pick it up.
Yeah.
Just because I can't win the 1v4, probably.
Yeah.
But I can keep the objective in their spawn. Because that's the theme of this game, is you punish them by just keeping them in their spawn.
Yeah.
Not necessarily by killing them, but keeping them in their spawn. Instead, you throw a bomb and take the fight. Which is fine. You live. But it could have gone so much better if you just went in.
Yeah.
And again, there's a crab facing up the left side. It's really awkward that you're on the right side. I would also be on the right side. I'm not complaining that you're on the right side. But now the left side is open and the left side is weak. I want to be seeing you rotating to their weak side, which is the left side. And again, you Ray. It's unfortunate that, like, Rainmaker explodes. I think if you actually were a bit more efficient with your movement, stuck closer to the right side wall, you would have got there quicker, which would have got you out of the Rainmaker explosion quicker. I think you could have potentially lived that, but again, it's a nitpick. I like that you're still trying to go in, though. I like that you were going in. Please, go in more. And I think I don't actually have much to say about the rest of this. Yeah, this is like defense on Rainmaker. Most of this game is just playing really passive, but it's fine because it's. I do like that you were down the Rainmaker there, though. Keep it up. But defense on Rainmaker is some of the most passive, boring gameplay I've ever seen, even at top level. So I'm not going to complain too much about you sitting back and throwing bombs. Like, again, you could be flanking on the right side again. Especially with your Ray, you could be flanking. But it's not a mistake that you're not, just because it's Rainmaker. Oh no. Oh no.
I just got diffed.
Yeah, like, from this point onwards, there isn't actually much more to say.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just ignore the rest of the game, pretend it doesn't exist. Because I said what I wanted to say, which was, oh my god, these flanks are amazing, please keep it up. As well as, oh my god, here's some really good opportunities for flanks. Please take them so you can keep on flanking. Also, 17 and 10. Okay, so, first things first, right? Here, please, just squid roll to the right.
Yeah.
It's just so much quicker.
Okay, got it.
And also here, don't run around the sign. You can run through the sign.
Okay,
It's so much quicker.
I've had a few times where like I bump into something like a little fence, and then it slows me down. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, ideally you shouldn't be going near the sign. You should be squid rolling off.
Yeah.
Like, my point being, if you're gonna fully commit, may as well fully commit faster because it's more effective that way.
Okay.
And then again, I do like that you're going onto their plat. They also on the opening. If you took the more efficient route, you would have already killed like the zap by now.
Yeah.
Oh, were they a splash? It was a splash. You would have killed the splash by now.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, your opening is fine. I want you to fully commit and try and optimize your movement to actually get it working.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause it works if you're just a bit quicker.
Okay.
That was my main point on that. But on respawn, right? Okay. This is your first mistake. Because on respawn, the enemy team is all floating on the left side. You're two down. They're all going to be pushing up through the left. If you just flank on the right side right now, because the enemy team, there's no one here at all. And because they're so far back, it's going to take a while for them to get the Rainmaker all the way up here. So literally, if you just flank and you play around either the spinner or their plat, probably the spinner, you can put yourself between the Rainmaker and the goal, and so they just can't push while you're there. And so, jumping to teammates to get back in is cool and all, but just flank. Please just flank. It's free. They're not going to get stuff done if you do it. Ah, this. Okay. Please just go in.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, well, no, you did. Okay, you took your time. I don't even think you should have been sharking around the spinner. I think you could have just safely just ran at them.
Yeah, okay.
I've lost where I am in my notes. Oh, wait. I do think I could have went in there. That's not why I wrote go in. This is why I wrote go in.
Yeah, because they're two down.
They're two down, well, Rainmaker's alone.
Yeah, one's respawning, but yeah.
Yeah, there's two not on the map right now. And you got both those kills as well, because amazing, well done. Rush the Rainmaker. They're alone.
Yeah.
Ignore the Wellspring. Wellsprings may as well not exist. They shouldn't exist, and why add them to the game. With Rush the Rainmaker, they're alone, they can't defend themselves. And as well, on top of that, after you get kills, one of the first things you should be thinking of is denying super jumps.
Yeah.
If you stand next to their backline, for example, the enemy team can't super jump back to them, because you'll just get that kill, regardless. Which actually gives your team more time to push forward. So, which is another way of saying, just go in. Oh. Dies of natural causes.
All part of my plan.
In my notes, every time someone dies when they really shouldn't have, I either put dies of natural causes, has heart attack and dies. Because, like, that shouldn't have happened. But it's whatever. I do like, though, that you are taking this wide angle. That you are actually punishing for that. And here, again, good jump. This is fine. This is amazing. It's good. Perhaps not ideal, but I'm not going to fault you for good plays.
Yeah.
Okay, I put my notes. It continues to be fine. Because, like, these guys are isolated, but you can't rush them down. Ideally, you probably want to wait for them to use their crab. Or a killer whale that gets you in. That gets you in. I do like that you're sticking on their plat. Ignore that. I'm assuming that was a mistake. At least the dropping was a mistake.
Maybe.
But, again, dies of natural causes. Again, your play right here is perfectly fine. I have no issues. But because you're getting that kill, you should run in perhaps a bit quicker. He ran into your reticle. What the hell? The enemy team is just foaming. I'm sorry.
So decaf is like sometimes kind of easy to kill if they don't hit their shot.
Oh, yeah, if they just don't know you're there and dash right past you. I thought I had more to say about this. I could have sworn. Here's where all my notes come in. Okay. That guy, the Zap, right?
Yeah.
In the next 5 seconds, you are going to die. But it was fully avoidable, right? Spoiler alert, by the way, for the viewers at home. Right? Because you see them swim back, they're probably rotating to the right. You rotate to the right, which is fine. But again, remember what I said about like you swimming out in open spaces?
Yeah.
And you being in the middle of something? The Zap turns the corner, and immediately they are aiming directly at you. This is generally why you want to stick close to walls and cover.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't be looking at you otherwise.
Yeah.
Not only should you have been expecting the Zap to be there, but if you just stuck close to the wall, he wouldn't have been able to hit you anyway, so you've got a lot closer, a lot quicker. Plus, also, if you stuck to the wall, that is the quicker route as well.
Yeah, okay.
But either way, your team gets checked from that. And I don't think I have the... Again, they just walk into a reticle. I don't have much to say, because I mostly want to look at this game for one moment. One very specific moment. Again, I like that you're slowly approaching as well. You can't get in easily, but you're still putting the pressure on. Dice a wave breaker. You do that a few times actually, where you just don't jump over it.
It's like such a bad habit that I'm like, alright, going through the wave breaker, and then I immediately die.
Okay. This is why. This is why I wanted to look at this game, right? Oh, I hate the scrolling. Because... what I said about Inkbrush punishing mistakes.
Yeah. One
very simple mistake is an isolated special. That's on a really bad part of the map. In a situation like this crab, easiest kill of your life. This is one of the single worst crabs I've ever seen. Right? So from here, you can very easily just run up and around the crab, because that special can't turn.
Yeah.
So if you stick to the side of the crab, they can't hit you.
Yeah.
They are no threat to you.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
And so, yeah, you just want to be running in. He's alone, he's isolated, go in. And it's like you try to do that, but then just ultimately decide it's not worth it.
Yeah. Okay.
So
I think I just got scared, yeah.
Yeah, but like, out of fear of repeating myself too much, just go in.
Yeah.